Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Edward Joseph, and let's talk live. Exposing T. Slay, Customs, and Uncle Fed. All right, let's talk. Well, today, peoples, has been such an interesting day. I'm here, I am live, and I am going to talk about some things, peoples. Peoples exposing T. Slay, Customs, and Uncle Fed. You guys come on in. You guys come on in. You guys come on in, for there's so much to talk about, peoples. You guys come on in. Peoples, I am here and I am getting ready to expose T. Slay, Custom Designs, and Uncle Fed. Peoples, it has literally just dawned on me of what has been going on for quite some time. It literally just dawned on me, peoples, what has been going on for quite some time. And now I understand what's going on. Now I understand what's going on, peoples. I get it wholeheartedly. I get it wholeheartedly, peoples. I understand what's going on now. And peoples, I tell you, I told you I was going to call out the hilarious and nefarious for the madness that they have been speaking. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to call out the hilarious and nefarious for the madness that they have been speaking. Peoples, I told you that I was going to call out all of these people for the various things that they have been saying and doing. And see, now I understand wholeheartedly how all of this stuff was a major setup. It was a major setup, peoples. See, T. Slay and Custom Design had lied when they said that they didn't know each other. They lied when they said that they met on Trey Gaines' channel. Well, no, they didn't. They met well before they went to Trey Gaines' channel. They met well before they went to Trey Gaines' channel. And see, the thing is, peoples, they came to my channel and they thought that they were going to woo me and change my narrative. But see, peoples, that didn't happen because see, I was way too smart for them. They thought that they were going to come to my live and change my narrative, but I have caught them red-handed peoples. I said that I caught them red-handed peoples, and I wasn't going to allow that to happen. See, peoples, I'm way too smart for that. I'm way too smart. And see, you know, God speaks to me and God gives me eagle eyes. And so I have eagle eyes, peoples, and I understood the bullshit and nonsense that T. Slay, Custom Design, and Uncle Fed had came with. And see, T. Slay and Custom Design, they thought that they were going to come under the guise of trying to help me, but it wasn't to help me, peoples. It was to get me to change my narrative, which I wasn't going to do. And so, peoples, I'm getting ready to go back in history. I'm getting ready to go back and show you guys something that nobody ever thought that I could do. But I told you a while back that I was going to go back in history. I was going to go back and show you guys unequivocally and undeniably how these people came to my channel. All of these people that you see here, they came to my channel. But see, the thing is, peoples, they came to my channel, but I am calling them out for the nefarious madness because I want to do some people. So let me. I don't have too much time because I have to write a paper tonight. So I'm only going to be here for about an hour or so. But let me just jump right into it, people. So let me go ahead and let me share my screen, people. But before I do that, let me go ahead and share this with you. All things in this video has allegedly occurred. We hold no responsibility to what is being spoken. Peoples, that means whatever I say, whatever you say, or whatever anybody say on this live has allegedly occurred, and we hold no responsibility to what is being spoken. All right, peoples, let me go ahead and share this. Disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips to balance in fair use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. All right, people, so those are my disclaimers. Let me go ahead and share my screen. We're going to just dive right into this, peoples. Like I say, I'm only going to be here for about an hour. But within this hour, I'm going to give you guys some juicy juicies. I got to write a paper tonight. And so I'm going to get into here and get that done. Hello, Mello. How are you, my friend? It is a blessing to see you on today. Mello is saluting to the chat, to Edward Joseph. All right, Mello, we're going to get into this tonight, my friend, because I'm calling out the hilarious and nefarious for the madness that they've been doing. Because it was a setup between all of these people. I said it was a setup between all of these people. And so I told you I was going to go back and I was going to call these people out for the nefarious bullshit and madness that they were doing. They didn't believe me. You guys didn't believe me. But you're going to believe me now after you see this. And then I'm going to go a little further. People see I have a memory like an elephant. And elephants never forget. Peoples, I am getting ready to show you unequivocally and undeniably that T. Slay, Customs, and Uncle Fed came to my channel for a reason. Now, bear in mind, peoples, I haven't been on YouTube that long when they came in. So I didn't know a lot of people back in 2022. But this live is back in 2022. And see, before T. Slay became T. Slay, she used her government name. And I'm going to show you. She used her government name, peoples, and you will be able to hear her. Because, see, Customs and T. Slay lied when they said that they met on Trey Gaines' channel. But see, I didn't know Trey Gaines back in 2022. I just came on. I just came on YouTube when they came on to my live. I didn't know a lot of people. I didn't know 54 Keys. I didn't know Zillionaire, Boss Man of Hair, Lost Man, John Queer Q. In Slime with Trust, Leave No Witness, and Lord Footage. I didn't know a lot of people because I just came on to YouTube. I didn't know King Von Silk. I didn't know Uncle Fed. I didn't know Customs, and I did not know T. Slay. And her name wasn't T. Slay at that particular time, peoples. Because my friend Brazy, Certified World Media, was the one who had coached me into going on to YouTube. And so I went on to YouTube because he had coached me on going there. And he said that you will be able to connect with a lot of people. And I said, okay, well, let me go to YouTube. I fought it for a long time. But then I finally went after about a year. A year has gone by, and then I finally went on to YouTube. And so here I am, peoples, and I've been here ever since. So now let me show you how these people have tried to woo me into believing their narratives. Let me go back, people. So let me share my screen right quick. Let me share my screen, peoples. So I am going to go to my channel, people. Let me go to my channel. Okay, here's my channel, peoples. Here's Edward Joseph's channel. And so let me go, let me do it like this. Let me go to my community. Now, how do I do that? Let me go here. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking for something specific. Okay, there it is right there. There it is right there. That's what I wanted to see right there. Okay, people. So let me share my screen in different ways so you guys can be able to see this clearly. So let me stop sharing my screen and let me share my screen this way so I can enlarge my screen. So I'm going to share my entire screen. And I'm fit to show you my channel, peoples. So let me go back to my channel. Where is my channel at? There we are right there. All right, peoples. So let me go to more. And then let's go ahead and enlarge my channel vision. All right. So as you can see, peoples, this is Edward Joseph. This is my email. This is my handle for YouTube. I got 873 subscribers, 271 videos. I got 42,938 views. And I joined YouTube on December the 23rd, 2021. That's when I first came to YouTube. December 23rd, 2021. That's when I first came to YouTube, peoples, as you guys can see. All right, people. So now let's go back here, people. So let me go ahead and let's go here. So I want to go to the live that I had played on last night, and it is simply called Fed Up. I don't know if you guys had seen my live the other day, peoples, but I had did a live and it was called Fed Up. Fed Up. And in that live, people's fed up. Well, I want to show you guys something. And so here is the live right here. It's simply called Fed Up, peoples. It is called Fed Up. And so let me go back here and let me go ahead and call up I'm going to call up that PDF file. So let me go ahead and call up that PDF file, Fed Up. There we go right there. Custom Designs, Uncle Fed, Fed Up, Edward Joseph, Let's Talk Live. I'm fed up, people. I'm fed up with them. And I'm exposing them for the nefarious madness that they did. Now, remember, Customs and T. Slay had stated that they never knew me, and they didn't. They never knew me. But see, T. Slay said that she never knew me and that she never been on my channel before. Well, people, that is a bold-faced lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Because they've been on my channel before 2024. And they've been on my channel just right after I have joined YouTube. Now, I am going to show you peoples how I know. Because see, T. Slay wasn't T. Slay at that time. And so T. Slay, Customs, and Uncle Fed, they were all working together. And they all came to my channel. So now, let me go ahead and let me share my screen, peoples. I said, let me share my screen. Because now we're going to look at this live that I did, and you're going to hear T. Slay, peoples, which her name wasn't T. Slay at that time. So let's go and watch Fed Up, peoples. Let's go and watch. This is the channel Fed Up. Now I got to scroll to certain places and things. So we're going to go and we're going to scroll down. And we're going to scroll to see when customs come on. And I want you guys to hear something, peoples. So we're going to wait till he comes on and let him talk. But not only let him talk, but let's look at the chat right here. I want you to look at the chat room, peoples, and then see. I want you to see who comes in. But let's listen to what Mr. Custom Design had to say. But then also take a look at the chat. All right, let's go, peoples. Let's go. With a hole in her neck, peoples. That fucking wasn't Kenneka Jenkins with a hole in her neck, peoples. Because I tell you something, peoples, and this is the boom boom. This was the boom boom. If Kenneka Jenkins ever had a hole in her neck, there would be no way Crown Plaza would be in operation right now. That's the boom boom. That's the boom boom. You goddamn right, Brown. Bitch. Now say another fucking thing, bitch. And then I'll excuse your ass out of here. Bitch. See, you come into my house. And so if you come into my house, then you need to show some respect and show some goddamn receipts. What's going on, Custom?
Man, I want to say, man.
No, wait. Before you even start, I don't want to hear all of this bullshit about me and Uncle Fed and all of this other stuff. I want receipts. I want people to come and show some goddamn receipts. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't want to hear no long ass speech about anything. I'm a motherfucking man. Well, okay, well, here, let me block your ass then. Get out of here, bitch. Boom. Boom. Now, anybody else? See, that's how we do it here, people. It's because when your motherfucking ass come into this goddamn house and you want to clout and shit, show some goddamn receipts. That's all I'm asking. Tonight is receipts time. Show us some goddamn receipts. Show us something that proves that Kenneka Jenkins walked the halls of that establishment. Show us that that was Irene in Irene's live. Because, see, let me tell you something, peoples. I've already proven that that wasn't Irene because all of this shit was staged. Fed said it himself, which I already knew. 2 productions, people. 2 productions. If you ever listen to the live of Irene, she was scripted. Ain't no little black bitch is going to be so up in arms like she was and so animated and shit. She did the same shit that Jalen Ford did in the Irene's live. The bitch sat there and looked at the phone and got information and sat up here and talked about it. The little black bitch of Irene, when she was going off on a tangent and stuff, if you ever listen to the content, that shit did not make no sense. She only went down with a script. She went down with a script. That's all. So help me to make this make sense, peoples. And so, peoples, this is the replay. But let me see if I can find the original video that I played. This is the replay. This is the replay, but let me see if I can find the original video. Let me see if I can find the original video, peoples. He was going off on a tangent and stuff. If you ever listen to the content, Okay, so this is the replay. So let me see if I can find the original video, because I want you guys to look at the the thing here. So I renamed it, but this is not the original name. Okay, so let me do it like this then. Let me go back to my channel. And let me go back to my channel. Let me go back to my YouTube. Let me go back to my content. And then let me type in this right here. Okay, let me do it like this. Let me go back to my, let me go here to my Kanika's folder. I got to find that live because I had renamed this. I wanted to show the original live.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Edward Joseph and cover.
All right, so let me see. Let me go back to Fed Up because I have to find the original. I had called that live up and I I just reposted it. So let me go back to my live. And I just reposted it. So that is the live right there, fed up. That is not the original, but I reposted. I renamed it. So let me see if I can figure out what live this is. Right. Okay, so the original should show up right here in a live, the original banner. All right, so this is going to be, okay, no, that's not showing me the original. Okay. Is it Trey-Gay the Ninja Turtle? Let's go with Trey-Gay the Ninja Turtle, because that one was showing up. Oh wait, let me see. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Because usually the banner will show up on there. Okay. That's Trey-Gay the Ninja Turtle. All right. So what live was that right there? Usually the banner shows up. Okay, I can't. Cause see, if I can find the original video, then I can play back that. I can play back the actual video. I can play back the actual video with I can play back the actual video. Let me see. Okay, so Teresa Martin, Kanika Jenkins' mother, is a liar. Okay. Let's see, I know I was doing several videos at that particular time. Okay, Keish came on. Keish came on. Alice was on. Okay, I'll find it. I'll find it. I will find the original video, but I played it back and I renamed it. And it's just only giving me the new video. Okay, let's see here. Dang, it's only giving me the new video. The new name to the video. Okay, that's the new name. Trying to see, is there anything in here that I can see that? Okay, so it's only going to give me the new name. All right, so let me do this. Oh, no, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is called, Fed Up. Okay, so let me go back. Let me go back to my channel. Let me go back to my channel. I think that's what it is called, Fed Up. So let me do Fed Up. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it is called Fed Up. So it is the same name. All right, so here's the original. Here's the original right here. So let's go to the original. This is the original. All right, cool. Now you guys should be able to see somewhat of the you guys should be able to see the when the people are speaking in the chat right here. So you guys can see that right there. Cool. All right, good. All right, so now let me go ahead and like that. And that's good. Now, since you guys can see that, I want you guys to listen to Customs and what Customs had to say, what Nia had to say. Nah, I don't think I want to just, I think I just want to go through that real quick. Just get to the point. Because you guys need to just look at the live from last night. Okay, there we go. Right there. Right there, right there, right there. Right there. Okay, now I want you guys to take a look at something because these people lied to you and said that they did not know. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in real quick. I'm gonna zoom in. You guys will be able to see it. Let me play it because you guys can clearly see it right there. So I want you guys to know. Let me go back here first. Let me go back. So what time frame is it? 1:28. So I want you guys to know that this live had went live June the 6th, 2022. Now, bear in mind, peoples, that I just came to YouTube on December the 23rd, 2021. So it's just only been about, 6 months, because from December the 23rd to June the 6th, 22, and that's 6 months right there. I've only been on YouTube 6 months. 6 months I've been on YouTube. And this original video was streamed June the 6th, 2022. Y'all see that, right? So I didn't know nobody. I didn't know Trey Gang. I didn't know 54 Keys. I didn't know Zillionaire, Bossman and Harry Lossman, John Queer Q. I didn't know Customs. I didn't know T Slay. I didn't know nobody because I've only been on YouTube for only 6 months, as you can see. 6 months, peoples. I've only been on YouTube 6 months. Y'all see that, right? This was streamed live on June the 6th, 2022. 6 months I've only been on YouTube because I've been on Facebook all of that time. All right. So now, y'all remember when T Slay said that she never went to Edward Joseph's live, right? Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember when T Slay said she ain't never been on Edward Joseph live, right? Y'all remember that, right? Well, the heifer is lying. The heifer is lying because she came to my channel, but she came under a different name. She wasn't T Slay at the time. And as you can see, Customs had came to my channel 6 months after I went live. Y'all see that, right? And so I want you guys to look at something. Look else who came into my live. Y'all see, Island Girl was in there, as you can see. Yep, was in there, as you guys can see. My was in there, as you guys can see. And Uncle Fed was in there, as you guys can see. Y'all see that, right? Uncle Fed. And so Uncle Fed had came to my channel. Uncle Fed had said 2016 Carolyn Robinson died in a Western hotel in Atlanta. 2016. Okay, y'all see that, right? Y'all see Uncle Fed came to my channel, right? And you see Custom Design came to my channel. Now you guys are going to get a chance to hear him. And I want you to see who else came to my channel. But let's listen to Custom Design real quick. Listen to what he got to say. I ain't going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to get right straight to the point. I said we're going to get right straight to the point, peoples. All right. So we're going to fast forward a little bit and get right straight to the point. So we're going to start it right there, so you guys clearly see who is in the chat and who is on my live. I said, do you guys see that, right? Who was in my chat and who was in my live at that time? Okay. So let me give a shout out. Hello, Carla Henry. How are you, ma'am? It is a blessing to see you on today. Carla Henry has been a member with Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live for 3 months. So, peoples, let's give a shout out to Carla Henry. Yes, blessings to you, Carla. Thank you so much for being a member of Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live. Carla Henry said, good evening, Edward, in chat. Blessings. Carla Henry has been a member of Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live for 3 months, peoples. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your love. And especially, thank you for your support. I greatly appreciate you and love you much. I'm going to have to make a special little thing to where, you get to chime out when people has been members and things for quite some time. So I'm working on that. You guys got to give me a little bit of time. I'm working on that. But peoples, now what I want to show you, peoples, I'm calling these nefarious people out for the bullshit that they've been saying. Because see, I never knew Customs, I never knew T Slay, and I never knew Uncle Fed. And they said that they never been on my live before, but as you can see, they first came to my live in June of 2022. 6 months after I came on YouTube, as you can see, because I joined YouTube December the 23rd, 2021. I've only been on YouTube for 6 months, and I didn't get a chance to know everybody, but everybody been on my live, as you can see. Showing you my receipts, peoples. And so when Customs and all of them and T Slay said, well, I never knew him. I never been on his live. You're lying. You're lying. You are lying because you already knew Customs before you came to my channel. You already knew Uncle Fed before you came to my channel. And peoples, I'm getting ready to show you all 3 of them was on my channel before they ever came to Trey Gay's channel. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to show you the receipts, peoples. Now, let me go back to Fed Up, peoples. I told you I was going to call them out. Now, let me go and let's listen to Customs. And then when that certain person come in, I'm going to enlarge the screen. But let's listen to what he has to say. Let's go. God has used me in magnificent ways as well. And God has put this unction in my spirit as well. And God has shown me a lot of things. I have been the only YouTuber on this Kenneka Jenkins case that ever called out the people for the nefarious madness that they've been doing. I've been the only one.
No, you.
Yes. No, wait. Yes. No, hear me out. I sat back and listened to you, my friend. Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. As per I say, yes, I've been the only one, because it was not until Edward Joseph came to Facebook and gave the narrative is when all of this shit hit the fan.
See,
I have been instrumental, my friend, in every live.
See,
wait, time out. My friend, I have sat back and listened to you.
You got it. I'm gonna wait. Go ahead. I apologize. You got it.
You ain't never watched none of my lives.
How you know?
Well, because if you did, then you know the things that I did. I've been calling the people out for the nefarious madness that they've been doing. I've been the only one, because I have never seen nobody do what I've been doing. Everybody's been talking about walls and talking about halls and stuff. I have been the one who has been debunking these people from the madness that they've been saying. I have literally step by step showing you all of this nefarious madness, this merry-go-round that's been going on in all of my lives.
You know the devil's worst. You know the devil's worst problem. You know the devil's worst thing that he ever did to God. He was showing too much pride. He was too prideful.
So what the fuck are you telling me? Because you sitting here trying to educate me upon some goddamn nonsense of what God is trying to tell you, and that God put this in you for you to come to the goddamn J4K community to spill some knowledge about some shit. Man, don't you sit here and ever try to promulgate me about some shit. God may use you, but God used me too. You ain't sat and listen. You have never sat here and watched my videos, my friend. I'm the one who sat here day and night and called out all of this shit that these people has been doing. You ain't see, since I've been on here, since I've been on YouTube.
How do you know? How do you know what I shouldn't watch? You don't know if I watch your video.
But if you watch anything that I have done, my friend, then you would know what I have done. You would have known that I was the one who has brought all of this nefarious. Ma'am, Latasha, shut the fuck up. One more word from you, I'm gonna kick your ass out of here. Shut the fuck up.
I can't believe a minister is talking like this.
Man, okay, Custom, shut the fuck up. Right, you can't believe a minister would cuss? Well, fuck, man, I have been in church all of my goddamn life. I have seen preachers and pastors go and go out and get prostitutes, pimps, and do all the likes and stuff. So don't give me this bullshit. Don't give me this holy rogue type of shit. Speak your peace, man. I am who I am. God does not bless me no less than you. And I'm no different than you. We all sin and come short of the glory of God. That's what he said. That's what he said in his word, right? He who is without sin, let him cast the fucking first stone. And then what happened? Not one ever lifted up a rock to try to strike that woman. So don't sit up here and patronize me about God and you so holy than thou, and God has used you and shit. God used me too. I'm not perfect. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Right. Wow. Now you understand, my friend. Now you understand. Don't fucking sit here and patronize me about God and what God has said and things like that. And you are the only fucking one who knows, and God uses in things.
I'm not the only one that knows nothing. I have a team of people with me. Sir.
Yo,
Hello.
is. Your point
Hello,
is.
chat.
Hello. Now, peoples, you heard what he said. He said that he has a team of people with him. You heard what he said, right? He said he has a team of people with him, right? That's what he said. And yes, he does. He ain't lying. He does have a team of people with him. Now, peoples, you heard the name that I had called. I said Latasha, right? You guys remember that name, right? Latasha, right? So, and remember what Custom Design said. He has a team of people working with him. So why did Custom Design come to Edward Joseph's channel? Because he wanted to steer my narrative. Now, let's look at this, people. Listen in. Hello, Tiffany.
I'm on mute.
I never
I thought we were talking about Tamika. What is y'all talking about? I have no
I
idea.
don't understand it. I don't understand how we went from the other day to everything being all good to him telling me to shut the fuck up.
You're sitting here.
I'm not, sir. I'm not. I'm trying to
get to your point, my friend. Get to your point.
Man. Let me, man, I don't even know where this
Okay, Latasha Evans, get the fuck out of here. I'm blocking your ass. Get out of here, bitch. Goodbye. Now, you guys heard whose name I called. I said, Latasha Evans, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You are blocked. Y'all heard that, right? Now, listen, because you're going to hear her on Customs Live. He's going to be on the phone with her. Now, I want you guys to listen in. Any motherfucking body else come in my house and disrespect.
Hey, Edward.
Hello.
I had wanted to come in. I had told you to drop the link when Lady Goddess was on here. I had wanted to tell her my perspective, and that I do think that there will definitely be justice. This case will be reopened. Yeah. My perspective is TM is going to have to prove that that was Kanika, period, point blank, because the lawyers are saying that it wasn't Kanika. So they both are going to be fighting. One is going to be fighting for Crown Plaza lawyers is going to be fighting for that wasn't Kanika, and Teresa's going to be fighting it was, and it wasn't Kanika. So the truth is going to come out, and it's going to be an investigation, because now they're going to want to know, you know, who was it if it wasn't Kanika, and where is Kanika? If that's not her in the grave, if they dig it up and find out that it's not her in the grave.
They supposedly cremated her, so she's not going to be in the grave.
She's not going to be in the grave. That's my point. They're going to have to reopen the case at that point. See, what everybody keep forgetting is it's a lawsuit going on. And the lawsuit is what's going to bring it back to light.
So if Kanika has been cremated, who in the fuck was that in the casket? And why in the fuck was TM standing over a girl or over a dead body?
That's what we about to get to. We about to get to all that. I'm asking you, Mr. Joseph. We about to get to all of that. I'm glad you're thinking a little bit clearer now. We about.
You on mute, Custom? You on mute?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are. Can't hear you talk.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Did you guys hear whose voice that was? I said, did you guys hear who voice that was? That was T Slay. Let's play that again, peoples. Let's play that again, peoples. And let me turn up the volume a little bit. I'm going to rewind it a little bit. You're on mute, Customs. You're on mute. Let me turn up that volume, peoples. Let me turn up that volume, peoples. We're going to turn that up right there. Okay, let's listen in.
Yeah, justice. This case will be reopened. My perspective is TM is going to have to prove that that was Kanika, period, point blank, because the lawyers are saying that it wasn't Kanika. So they both are going to be fighting. One is going to be fighting for Crown Plaza lawyers is going to be fighting for that wasn't Kanika, and Teresa's going to be fighting it was, and it wasn't Kanika. So the truth is going to come out, and it's going to be an investigation, because now they're going to want to know, you know, who was it if it wasn't Kanika, and where's Kanika? If that's not her in the grave, if they dig it up and find out that it's not her in the grave.
They supposedly cremated her, so she's not going to be in the grave.
She's not going to be in the grave. That's my point. They're going to have to reopen the case at that point. See, what everybody keep forgetting is it's a lawsuit going on. And the lawsuit is what's going to bring it back to light.
So if Kanika has been cremated, who in the fuck was that in the casket? And why in the fuck was TM standing over a girl or over a dead body?
That's what we about to get to. We about to get to all that. I'm asking you, Mr. Joseph. We about to get to all of that. I'm glad you thinking a little bit clearer now. We about.
You on mute? You on mute, Custom? You on mute?
No, I'm not. No.
Now, peoples, whose voice was that? You're mute. You're mute, Customs. You're mute. Whose voice was that? T Slay. Let's play that again, peoples. And cremated, who in the fuck was that in the casket? And why in the fuck was TM standing over a girl or over a dead body?
That's what we about to get to. We about to get to all that. I'm asking you, Mr. Joseph. We about to get to all of that. I'm glad you thinking a little bit clearer now. We about.
You on mute? You on mute, Custom? You on mute?
No, I'm not.
Bingo to the bingo peoples. Who is Natasha Evans? None other than T Slay. So these fucking people were together, and they all came together to steer my narrative. Custom Design, T Slay, and Uncle Fed. Now, y'all remember when I said Natasha? You just heard a voice, right? Now, let me show you that she was in my channel, peoples. There she is right there. She came under her real government name. There it is right there, peoples. Bingo to the bingo. What does that say? That says Latasha Evans. And she said, Uncle Fed, boom, with 2 boom booms. And then she said, why are you so angry, sir? With three question marks. And then what does that say? It says Latasha Evans, better known as T Slay. And she can't deny that that's her because she used her real government name. And you heard her say, you're on mute, Customs, you're on mute. So peoples, that clearly shows you that they came. And remember what Custom said. I have a team of people that I work with. I have a team of people that I work with. And that just goes to show you, peoples. They came to try to steer the narrative against Edward Joseph because they thought that I was going to listen to them in this bullshit and nonsense that they were saying. Did you guys hear what I said? They thought that I was going to go ahead and listen to this bullshit and nonsense that they were saying. And I wasn't going to do that, peoples. They came to my channel and they came with all of this bullshit and nonsense. Custom Design, T. Slay, and Uncle Fed. And they thought that they were going to steer my narrative. But see, remember, people, so I got the video, and I'm going to play it back too. When they tried to sit up here and play with you guys and say that they met on Trey Gaines' channel. No, they didn't. They been knew each other because these suckers had came to my channel. All three of them. All three of them. And I told you, peoples, you can't fool Edward Joseph. You can't fool me. I got a mind like an elephant. I never forget. I said I'd never forget, peoples. And I knew that I heard T. Slay voice beforehand, before she changed her name to T. Slay. And I said, and I told you guys for forever and a day, I said, these suckers came to my channel. And they came to try to steer my narrative. But I refused to allow them to, peoples. Because remember what remember what Custom said, and T. Slay always time saying, well, we tried to come to help you. And what did Edward Joseph say many times over? I don't need your help. I don't need your help. But they tried to help Edward Joseph, and I kept telling them, I don't need your help. But they tried to help me, peoples. And I kept trying to tell you, I don't need your help. But you heard what Custom said. I have a whole group of people who I work with. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And they've been coming with all of this hilarious and nefarious bullshit and madness. And I called them out to the carpet upon that. I told you I was going to go and show you guys because I got the receipts. I was just letting them talk and stuff so they can go ahead and, make themselves look stupid and trying to woo the people and trying to tell the people, oh, well, no, we just met on Trey's channel. These niggas knew each other well before then. And they didn't know me because I just came to YouTube, peoples. I ain't been on YouTube but nothing in 6 months. But they came to my channel and they tried to steer the narrative. They tried to get me to say something different than what I was saying because I was on the shit. Now today, Customs had made a live and he had said, well, Mr. Joseph, I agree with you. I agree with you that Kanika did that 6 girls played Kanika. He agreed with me. He came out and he agreed with me today, peoples. He agreed with me. Yep. And I've been telling him for the longest time. I said, brother, man, I said, you have literally been saying the same thing that I've been saying forever and a day. And I don't know what the beef is and things because you literally agreed with me for all of this time. Yes, he did, peoples. I said, yes, he did, peoples. He had agreed with me all of this time, peoples. And he started to explain, how Kanika, the people who played Kanika had walk the halls of that establishment. Yeah. I went on this channel and I was talking. He took that live down. You know, he don't want the live up because he don't want the people to know that he agreed with me on what I was saying. So he took that live down. He went live earlier today. You know, and so I came on this live and I was speaking and things. And I said I wanted the truth about Kanika. And so he said, well, Mr. Joseph, let me tell you, I agree with you when you had said that there were 6 girls who played Kanika. And then he started to explain how they had went on to go ahead and show the 6 different girls and how they did it and stuff. And then when I told him, I said, well, you know, that's wonderful. That's good. But I've been told you that. And that's when he got mad. And then he, you know, straight up custom style, he got pissed off. And then he went on and he shut down the live. But it's okay. It is okay. Because see, the thing is, Custom Design, you agree with me and you said it. And I knew it. You know I was telling the truth. You knew it was 6 girls who played Kanika. You knew that. You knew that Kanika never walked the halls of that establishment. You knew that. But see, you know a lot more. Because see, you are buddy with Uncle Fed. And Uncle Fed is the uncle of Carl Nesbitt. So you guys all are in cahoots. And then you got T. Slay that's on your side. So you guys purposely came to my live to try to steer me wrong with things, and I wouldn't fall for it. I wouldn't fall for it. I wouldn't fall for it, peoples. And that's what it is. And there's the receipts right there. That's to show you peoples. Latasha Evans, better known as T. Slay, was in my live 6 months while I came on to YouTube. Didn't know nobody on YouTube whatsoever. And then these 3 hilarious and nefarious people came in to try to steer me wrong. Try to change my narrative and things. They thought they were smart, but they were stupid. See, because I wasn't going to allow nobody to change my narrative. I wasn't going to allow nobody to tell me what to do or to change the various things that I've been saying. See, people's always come with receipts, and there's the receipts right there. I've shown you Natasha Evans, which is T. Slay. He came under the name Sabrina Thomas because I got that live too, and you will hear her voice, but you see her with her government name, and she changed it. She changed it, peoples. And I told you guys, I said that I am going to call out the hilarious and nefarious for the bullshit and madness that they've been saying, because I said all of these suckers been on my channel. And all of these suckers tried to get me to think some way about the Kanika Jenkins case, and I refused. And ever since I came onto YouTube, I clearly said Kanika Jenkins never walked the halls of that establishment. She never did. I asked the question, how did Kanika Jenkins get out of Irene's live? Custom Design couldn't answer that question. T. Slay couldn't answer that question. Uncle Fed could not answer that question. Trey Gay could not answer that question. Casey Chloe Over Sanchez Medina could not answer that question. Lord Footage and Leave No Witness could not answer that question. But see, these 3 right here did not need to answer the question because they already knew the answer. They already knew the answer. And they trying to go to every channel like Casey Chloe Over Sanchez Medina and spread a false narrative. And then they tried to make this false beef between them and stuff, trying to throw people off. But you wasn't fooling nobody. because I already knew. I said, I know this girl. I know this girl. And I've been telling you guys that. And I said, she came on my live beforehand. And she trying to tell you guys, I never went on his live. I don't know this man. Bullshit, baby girl. I caught you in a fault. You're a liar. You are a major liar. You, Customs, and Uncle Fed. Because you guys had an agenda. You guys know exactly what happened to Kanika because you guys are ops. Sure enough, you guys are ops. And that's why you came to every channel to try to spread this false myth about Kanika. Because you guys all are involved. Oh, peoples, I got receipts. And I'm going deeper than this. I said, I'm going deeper than this. I'm exposed. Y'all thought that Trey Gang was something. Trey Gang ain't got shit up on what Edward Joseph got. And when Custom Design said, yes, I got more. Yes, he does, peoples. He's got more because he is involved. He is involved, peoples. He knows what happened to Kanika because Uncle Fed nephew is Carl Nesbitt. And Carl Nesbitt was the one who carried Kanika's body in the Crown Plaza. And that's why he got so upset when I was calling Carl Nesbitt out. He got so upset. You guys got to go back and watch that live. Fed up. I'm not going to play it tonight. You guys go back and watch it. And that'll give you everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know. But you heard T. Slay's voice. You're a mute, Custom. You're a mute. And then I said, tell the girl I know she's on the phone. Y'all listen in. He has a team of people with him. That's what he said, right? He said that he has a team of people with him. You just heard what he said. He has a team of people with him. Yes, he does. And his team thought that they were going to woo Edward Joseph, but they couldn't. I said they couldn't, people. Because, see, I was already hip to the script. Every last sucker that came into my live and talked on my panel and stuff, you know, y'all thought that I was stupid. Y'all thought that I was stupid. But see, the thing is, you couldn't change my narrative. You couldn't change my mind. You couldn't just tell me anything. Because, see, peoples, I was already working with one of the family members that already gave me the inside scoop upon what happened to Kanika. I got a lot of information too that I haven't even revealed. Bingo to the bingo. I said bingo to the bingo peoples. And this is one of the reasons why I asked these people the question. Get Kanika Jenkins out of Irene's live. They couldn't do it. But everybody said Kanika walked the halls of that establishment, and I said she never did. She was carried. She was carried. You can't be on to Pyramid. You can't be drinking and then walking halls, people. It's impossible. I said it's impossible. And Custom Design agreed with me. He said that she never walked the halls of that establishment. Because he said she was never there. So if she's never there, what is that telling you, peoples? That is telling you she could never have walked the halls of that establishment if she was never there, right? Right. And then two peoples, he said that she was never killed by no pole. But you got several people who said that Kanika was bipolar. You got the empath people who said Kanika was bipolar. So what is it that Custom know, people? Because you got Kelly said that she was killed at the end of the elevator. You got two empaths that said that she was killed by a pool. And then you got all of these people who said that she walked the halls of that establishment. That was the Crown Plaza that said that, you know, and all of the friends said that she walked the halls of that establishment, but it wasn't Kanika. It wasn't Kanika Jenkins Peoples. And so T. Slay and Customs agreed with me when I said she never walked the halls of that establishment, because they said that she was never at the establishment. Well, if she was never at the establishment, that means she couldn't have ever walked the halls of the establishment, right? Right. Bingo to the bingo peoples. And so my question is to T. Slay. He said that she got commandeered twice. One, that Monifa and Bree put her on their shoulders. And then two, she came back around and said that it was Irene and friends that had commandeered her. And then she said that Bree said that I'm not driving that car to Rosemont because it had a donut on the car. Well, okay, so then my question is simply this. The donut wasn't changed that night. The donut wasn't changed the next night. Nobody had a chance to change the donut on the car because it wasn't their car. And so if Kanika, and then she said that Bree was going to drop her off in front of her mama's house, but they ended up taking her to Rosemont. So if they took her to Rosemont and she got commandeered by the girls, well, then where did she go? She went to the Marriott. So if she went to the Marriott, what happened at the Marriott? Did she walk the halls of that establishment, T. Slay? Because if Kanika was in any live, that means if she got commandeered, she was still alive, right? So if Kanika was still alive, well, then what happened to her? They killed her at the establishment, at the Marriott, T. Slay? Peoples, I got her on video saying that Monifa and Bree had commandeered Kanika and put her on their shoulders. Then in the same sentence, she went on and said, no, it was Irene and friends. And then they took her to Rosemont. Well, if they took her to Rosemont, she said that they didn't take her to the Crown Plaza, but she said that she was at the Marriott. So if she was at the Marriott, what did they do at the Marriott? Did they kill her at the Marriott? Because that was her last known place where she's been, according to T. Slay. So if they commandeered Kanika and took her to the Marriott, where is the video and where is the pictures at the Marriott? Where is Monifa, Shemaya, Irene, Bree at the Marriott? She can't show you nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? She cannot show you not one picture of them being at the Marriott. Other than these so-called gang members that's supposed to have unalived Kanika. So if Kanika was unalived at the Marriott, well, then what is this whole story at the Crown Plaza? What is the Crown Plaza saying? What is all of these people saying? What is the attorney saying? What is TM saying? What is Lenore saying? What is Monifa, Shemaya, Irene, and Bree saying? What is TY and Tanasia saying? What is everybody saying? What is France Cabe saying? What is Trey Gay saying? What are they saying, peoples? Because leave it up to T. Slay, they commandeered her. What they commandeered her, and they supposed to have brought her to the Marriott. But then what did they do with Kanika at the Marriott? Because if she was never brought to the Crown Plaza, what did they do to Kanika at the Marriott? And why would they take her to the Marriott when they can simply take her home? Even if she was in the west side of Chicago, T. Slay said that they took her to Rosemont and she was at the Marriott. So what is this big deal about the Marriott? Because we never seen Monifa, Shemaya, Bree, Irene, Kanika at the Marriott. So you see, people, it really doesn't matter what T. Slay say. She lied. And she lied to all of you suckers. Because you suckers. You are lollipops. That shit doesn't make no sense, peoples. She gets commandeered on the west side of Chicago at a party, and then they're going to take her to the Marriott. But bear in mind, peoples, where is the car that had the donut on it? Because Bree said, I'm not driving that car with a donut on it. Well, she's not driving the car with the donut on it. Where is the car with the donut on it? Did it ever get to Rosemont? Did it get back to TM's house? Where's the car? Can't nobody answer where the car is or was, peoples, and who driven it? Because if Kanika was incapacitated, according to T. Slay, according to Natasha Evans, peoples, but then what happened to the car with the donut? What happened to the car with the donut? And then get Kanika out of Irene's life. Nobody has ever answered that question. And why they can't answer that question? Because if they can answer that question, then they would have solved this case. Bingo to the bingo people. And that's why T. Slay, Cussing Design, and Uncle Fed are very careful about the things that they say. And see, they go ahead and they avert and put the spotlight on everything else other than answering a simple question. 3 questions. Who had the car with the donut on it? Because we clearly heard Bree say, I'm not driving that car with the donut on it. That's number 1. Number 2, get Kanika out of Irene's life. How did Kanika Jenkins get out of Irene's life? That's number 2. And then number 3, what hotel was Kanika was supposed to have been at? And was she dead when she was taken from the party on the west side of Chicago? Can they answer that, peoples? I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't give 2 fucks of what they got. I just want them to answer the question. Period. But they're never going to answer, people, because they already know what happened to Kanika, because, again, they all are tied together. You heard what Cussing Design said, peoples. He has a gang of people that he works with. And every last one of them, like Casey Cloy, Overa Sanchez Medina, has been in everybody's chat room trying to help the people and trying to steer the narrative their way. I refuse to look at it, say it, see it their way. And why is that? Because they all are tied together and they all are involved. Bingo to the bingo peoples. And there's the proof to the truth, because these suckers cannot lie. Natasha Evans cannot lie and say she's never been in Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live. She came to my channel 6 months after I've been on YouTube. And then she went from Natasha Evans, which is her government name, to Sabrina Thomas, to now T. Slay. And then just the other night, people, she just admitted, yes, that is her. I know it's you. I know it's you. Everybody knows it's you now. You can't hide behind closed doors, baby girl. You expose. And I'm going to even expose you even more so. Because see, you lied to the people and said that you never been on Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live channel. But we got your voice on live. And I've been waiting for this moment because I wanted you to open up your big fat mouth so I can put my foot in it. Because that's your voice, T-Slay. Customs, you're on mute. Customs, you're on mute. No, Boy, I got them peoples. And see, that's the receipts right there. And that bitch cannot say absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. See, peoples, when you ever think that you're ever going to woo Edward Joseph or come up against me, you better think again because I'm going to be on your ASS big time. Now, let's listen in, peoples, to this nefarious madness that these people had to say. I said, let's listen in, peoples. Hello, Mariah Lavender. How are you, ma'am? It is a blessing to see you on today. Mariah Lavender says, hello, Mr. Edward and everyone. All right, people, so let's listen in to what Custom has to say because, see, I'm fit to call out Slay because I'm fit to tell Customs and tell the young lady I know she's on the phone. Let's go. Did you guys see that, or did I have it on this all of this time? Here, let me rewind that. Let me share my screen so you guys can see that. Because I don't know if you guys were listening to what was happening. So let me okay. All right, I'm gonna rewind it so you guys can hear it. Let me go back to 134. All right, now you guys can see the live. You can hear it now. Let's go.
And that I do think that there will definitely be justice. This case will be reopened.
Yeah.
My perspective is TM is going to have to prove that that was Kanika, period, point blank, because the lawyers are saying that it wasn't Kanika. So they both are going to be fighting. One is going to be fighting for Crown Plaza lawyers is going to be fighting for that wasn't Kanika, and Teresa's going to be fighting it was, and it wasn't Kanika. So the truth is going to come out, and it's going to be an investigation, because now they're going to want to know, you know, who was it if it wasn't Kanika, and where is Kanika? If that's not her in the grave, if they dig it up and find out that it's not her in the grave.
They supposedly cremated her, so she's not going to be in the grave.
She's not going to be in the grave. That's my point. They're going to have to reopen the case at that point. See, what everybody keep forgetting is it's a lawsuit going on. And the lawsuit is what's going to bring it back to light.
So if Kanika has been cremated, who the fuck was that in the casket? And why the fuck was TM standing over a girl or over a dead body?
That's what we about. That's what we about to get to. We about to get to all that. I'm asking you, Mr. Joseph. We about to get to all of that. I'm glad you thinking a little bit clearer now. We about.
You on mute. You on mute, custom. You on mute.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are. Can't hear you talk.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
They can hear me. They can hear me. They telling me they can hear me. They telling me they can hear me. I can be heard.
We can hear the young lady as well.
Man, you need to chill. Listen to this. Listen to this. We about to get to all of that. Not I. We.
Who is we?
Now, I know you guys heard that, and you clearly heard T. Slay's voice. I know you guys heard that, and you clearly heard T. Slay's voice. Let me rewind that again so you guys can hear it a second time. But you heard her voice. You're on mute, Customs. You're on mute. Natasha Evans Peoples. That just proves to you that she was in my live well before I even met or even known of Trey Gay. And I've only been on YouTube for 6 months. And you heard what Custom said. He has a team of people he's working with. So he's working with Casey Cloy, Overa Sanchez Mendina, 54 Keys, Trey Gay, T. Slay. All of them are connected people, and all of them are working together. Oh, I got the juicies, peoples. I got the juicies. They thought that they were going to woo Edward Joseph, but they couldn't. They couldn't. Did you hear what I said? I said they thought that they were going to woo Edward Joseph, but they couldn't, peoples. Because see, Edward Joseph is way too smarter than them. And I'm calling them out for the nefarious bullshit and madness. That's why they came to my channel, people. Customs, T. Slay, and Uncle Fed. Because they thought that they were going to steer my narrative. And they couldn't. Because I was way too smarter than them. And I told them I was going to go back in history. I was going to call them out to the nefarious madness that they've been saying. Because I got all of their lives. I got everything. Oh, I watch everything, people. I record everything. And I'm going to go and start making my comparison videos from the things that they were saying back then to what they're saying now. So to educate you stupid people, because you guys are stupid for sitting here listening to this madness of what they've been saying. All right, peoples, let me rewind that back a little bit and play it one more time, and then we're going to go with this.
I'll be fighting for that wasn't Kanika, and Teresa's gonna be fighting it was, and it wasn't Kanika. So the truth is gonna come out, and it's gonna be an investigation, because now they're gonna want to know, who was it if it wasn't Kanika, and where's Kanika? If that's not her in the grave, if they dig it up and find out that it's not her in the grave,
They supposedly cremated her, so she's not going to be in the grave.
she's not gonna be in the grave. That's my point. They're gonna have to reopen the case at that point. See, what everybody keep forgetting is it's a lawsuit going on. And the lawsuit is what's going to bring it back to light.
So if Kanika has been cremated, who the fuck was that in the casket? And why in the fuck was TM standing over a girl or over a dead body?
That's what we about to get to. We about to get to all that. I'm asking you, Mr. Joseph. We about to get to all of that. I'm glad you're thinking a little bit clearer now. We about.
You on mute? You on mute, custom? You on mute?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are. Can't hear you talk.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
They can hear me. They can hear me. They telling me they can hear me. They telling me they can hear me. I can be heard.
Well, we can hear the young lady as well.
Man, you need to chill. Listen to this. Listen to this. We about to get to all of that. Not I. We.
Who is we?
Everybody who's seeking the truth for Kanika's justice. That's who.
Absolutely. I agree.
It's not about me.
It's not about me.
I never came with I never came with me.
Okay, so my friend, what is your point? What are you referencing? Are you referencing me? Saying me, I, or whatever? You haven't ever listened to what I have ever said, my friend.
I'm not saying nothing about
so
you.
What is your point?
You keep making it personal. We talking. You keep making it personal about you. I'm not talking about you.
And I. What is your point?
Oh my God, man.
Right.
The lady asked me a question.
Lord Jesus, come down and come into this room. Fill this place.
Tiffany.
Fill it, Lord. Fill it.
Tiffany.
No.
Tiffany.
I'm an innocent bystander.
Tiffany.
What's up?
Didn't you say, you asked me a question? We who? You said we who, right?
It was we. And you said the people, everybody that want justice for Kanika.
Supposedly.
No, not supposedly, because the thing is, the nefarious can't roll with us.
Now, let me ask you a question.
People that's fighting for justice.
Let me ask you a question. Have you listened
all the nefarious and all of the fighting and feuding and all of the extra stuff?
Listen, let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question then. Since I've been on this channel, this channel, have I come as a whatever Aquarius or whatever that is? I don't even know what that is. What is that? I don't even know.
It is a person who comes with falsehood. It is a person who cannot be real. It is a person who projects to be something that they're not. If you ever came to my channel, I've always stated to everybody, and everybody understood, if you come to my channel and anything that you bring up in here, I expect you to have some receipts. I expect you to be able to exegese it, meaning to be able to express it greatly in great detail so
Now,
everybody can have clarity out of confusion.
now let me ask you a question. Since I've come to your channel, have I come with any of that?
I haven't seen anything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's all. That's it.
Yeah, you seem very interesting and you seem very truthful. I don't know what
That's
went wrong
thank
tonight.
you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the good words. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I'm
you
looking for the good words. All the anger, all the fussing, all the cussing, all the back and forth. I don't want that at no cost.
But see, my friend,
Y'all got me
I don't know. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking.
but see, let me. Okay, see, listen. Everybody has to be able to speak. So you guys say a little bit, and then let the other person talk. Nobody just got to keep going on and on and on. We got to keep moving this thing, peoples. You know, it's late. We got to keep moving this thing.
I thought at one time you gave me the floor and you took it back.
But I've said get to your point, man, because it is late. You keep referencing me, I. We heard that. Get to your point is what I'm trying to say. And then another thing is what I'm trying to say. Don't sit here and try to tell people whether or not that they should be cussing, fussing, or whatever. You don't know what people went through, my friend. You don't know what they went through. So it is valid. Just like what Nia had made came onto the live and let me know why she got off. She said that she needed a break. I understood that. The very shit that she went through, I'm going through. But like I said, that was my interpretation. And I appreciate her from coming onto my live to tell me, because it was my interpretation. I had no clue, but she straightened it out. I understand now. She needed a break. I am the way that I am. People take my passion for pain. People think that just because I cuss and do all like this and stuff, that I'm an angry ass motherfucker. No, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I am tired. I'm tired of all of these motherfucking nefarious people coming in here, clouting and all of this bullshit, but nobody shows shit. Everybody's got a narrative. Everybody's got this. Everybody's got that. But not a motherfucker came in here to show shit. And so that's how I am. So if you can't take how I am, what I say, then you can excuse yourself, my friend, because that's just the way that it is. That's just the way that it is. I'm going to be me. So, these girls, these ladies, they had accepted me just the way that I am. But then they came and they left. Okay, thank you. And that's all I'm saying, peoples. You cannot please everybody's peoples. I'm not here to let this man sit here and just go and run and run and run. He can come on and he should have made his goddamn point and then been done with. You know, I don't have all of the time to sit here and listen to a motherfucker just go on and on and on and on and on. You know, we got to keep this shit moving. And then you got to be able to let somebody else come to the panel to speak. But when you want to take a motherfucking great time to get over one goddamn point and then try to tell somebody how they should run their fucking channel and what they should say and what they should not say, the motherfucker never walked a step in my shoes. He don't know what it's like. So I say, peoples, you don't like the way that Edward Joseph run his goddamn check, get the fuck out of here. Yep, and that's exactly what I meant, peoples. If you don't like the way that I run my goddamn channel, get the fuck out of here. Now, as I've shown you, peoples, they're nefarious and hilarious. I told you that they came in with an agenda. They came in with an agenda. They tried to play like they never knew each other. They tried to play like they all met up on Trey Gaines' channel. No, peoples. They were already knowing each other well before they even came to my channel, because I never did know Trey Gaines 6 months in. Had no clue whatsoever. I didn't know a lot of people upon YouTube because I was just only 6 months in. But see, all three of them came. Natasha Evans, which is T Slay, Custom Designs, and Uncle Fed. And they came in with an agenda, and they thought that they were going to change my narrative. See, what they failed to realize was I was working with one of the family members. That's how I got a lot of my information and things. Because when I came to YouTube, I came with both guns blazing. Because up on Facebook, I was tearing this shit up. And the family wanted somebody with a strong voice to get the truth out there. And so I had to play a little game and things, but then I was mixing truth with a little bit of salt and pepper. But for the most part, I stayed consistent. And that's why everybody and their mama, 5,000 people went and joined my channel. 5,000 people up on Facebook. And I don't even know why the fuck I even came to YouTube. No, what I'm trying to show you is, if you're still here, I'm trying to show you, yes, and I am still live. I'm trying to show you that Natasha Evans is T Slay. Natasha Evans, T Slay. And they tried to say that they did not know me. You know, they didn't know each other before they went on to Trey Gaines' channel. But I'm trying to show you that they came to my channel, all three of them. They came to my channel with an agenda. And Natasha Evans, she used her real name before she transformed it into T Slay, because it was Natasha Evans, which was her real name. And then she went on to Sabrina Thomas, which I'm going to play the live and going to show you guys that, yes, that was Natasha Evans. And then she came with T Slay. Well, this is the whole purpose of this live. This whole purpose of this live is to show you guys that they came with an agenda. They came with an agenda. And they said that they all met up on Trey Gaines' channel. Well, no, they didn't. Because, see, the thing was, I never knew Trey Gaines before I came to YouTube. I didn't know Trey Gaines until 2023. 2022, this live was only 6 months in on YouTube. And then all three of them came to my channel, which T Slay said, well, she never came to my channel. And I said, bitch, you're lying. And I'm going to show you that you're lying. Because I remember the name, I remember the voice, and I've shown you the name, and you heard the voice. And guess who she was talking with? Custom Design. So see, people, you know, you can't put the wool over my goddamn eyes. I'm too smart for that. And I wouldn't allow them to change my narrative, which they came with an agenda. They came with everybody. Well, we're trying to help you. We're trying to help you. I don't need your fucking help. Just like Casey Chloe O'Vera Sanchez Medina. She wanted to help everybody because she wanted to steer the narrative. I refuse to listen to her. So I refuse to listen to T Slay, Custom Design, and Uncle Fed. Because they all are connected. Every last one of these motherfuckers is connected. And I'm showing you that, peoples. I'm showing you that. When these suckers said that they don't know each other, bullshit. I'm showing you that they did. And when these suckers said that they never came to my live, I'm showing you that they did. This live was produced June, peoples. June the 6th, 2022. That was 6 months in on YouTube. I ain't never been on YouTube before. Ain't never streamed on YouTube before because all of my content was on Facebook. 5,000 people will watch my live. I got 5,000 subscribers to my Kenneka Jenkins chat. And then Brazy said, well, you need to go to YouTube. And so when I came to YouTube, then I start to blow it up. Big time. And then that's when I start to get all of these nefarious people coming in, and everybody wants to try to tell me what to do and how to run my channel and what I need to think about the Kenneka Jenkins case. And I said, bullshit. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go and listen to nobody's narrative. And that's exactly what I did. And so when T Slay said she ain't never been on my channel, the bitch is lying because I shown you her real name. She came in under her real name, her government name. And you heard her voice on the phone with Custom Design. And so there it is, peoples. T Slay, Customs, and Uncle Fed. And I just shown you the receipts, peoples. I've shown you the receipts. And I've shown you how that they all came in 6 months while I was in YouTube. And I didn't know no goddamn body up on YouTube. I didn't know no other content creator. None whatsoever. 6 months in. And I've been blowing this bitch out the water ever since. And so now these suckers, they was sitting around here and say, oh, well, you know, Edward Joseph, I don't know him and this and that and the other. And they still trying to spin their narrative. But see, people say, I got receipts. I keep receipts. I keep it because, see, I got a mind like an elephant. I never forget. And I'm always calling these nefarious people out for the bullshit that they've been saying. Because, see, when you tell me that you ain't never been on my channel, I'll call you bullshit because I can play back the live and show you you've been on my channel. When you give a certain narrative, I can play back the live and show you the shit that you've been saying forever and a day. And so you can't call me hilarious and nefarious when your ass has been saying all of this bullshit and nonsense forever and a day. And then when I call you to the carpet, you ain't got shit to say. You ain't got shit to say. You suckers had sat up here and said that Kenneka was on the west side of Chicago. That's what you said. And then you change your narrative. Because, see, the thing is, you said that Kenneka was driving the car with a donut on it. Well, Kenneka was driving the car with the donut on it. Where's the fucking car? And who was driving the car? Because you said, T Slay, Kenneka got commandeered by Monifa and Bree. And they put her on their shoulders. How these skinny girls is going to put that girl on their shoulders? And then you said that Bree said that they were going to take her to Rosemont. Well, where in the fucking Rosemont did they take her? Because you said she was never at the Crown Plaza. So if she wasn't at the Crown Plaza, you said she was at the Marriott. So if they go and commandeer Kenneka and take Kenneka from the west side of Chicago to the Marriott, why in the fuck would they go and commandeer her again? Did she walk the halls at the establishment at the Marriott? Because clearly she was in Irene's live. So was Irene's live at the Marriott? And if Irene's live was at the Marriott, why in the fuck would they go and take Kenneka and not take her home and take her in front of her mama's house like Bree said she was going to do and take her to the Marriott? Only to what? Be in Irene's live? And so what the fuck happened in Irene's live, T Slay? Bitch, because you said that shit. We're seeing Kenneka in Irene's live. So then my question is this. How in the fuck did Kenneka get out of Irene's live? We never seen Bree, Monifa, Shemaya, or Irene at the Marriott. You never seen a goddamn picture nor a video. And then your ass go and say in TY's live, you can see a goddamn pool outside the window. But just like Fresh Source TV told you, that was a reflection of something that was in the room. Because it was no pool that you can see from the tower at the Marriott. And then at the Crown Plaza, the pool is inside and you cannot see outside. So you hung your hat up on a hilarious and nefarious video claiming that TY's live was at the Marriott. And so if TY's live was at the Marriott, your stupid ass said that Kanika was in TY's fucking live. And if Kanika was in TY's fucking live, well, then your narrative stinks. Because how in the fuck could Kanika be commandeered on the west fucking side of Chicago, be brought to the goddamn Marriott, only to be in who? Irene's live and TY's live? Really? T-Slay? Really? And they were supposed to put Kanika on their shoulders? So that means that they commandeered Kanika. That means that they purposely set up Kanika to be killed, raped, sodomized. That's what you're saying, T-Slay. That's what you're saying, T-Slay. Because, goddammit, if Kanika was ever in TY's live, like your ass assumed, then how in the fuck did she get there? Because if Kanika was ever hooshed up on to Pyramid, and if Kanika had alcohol in her system, there is no fucking way that Kanika be walking the halls of that establishment. In any establishment. But you said it yourself, T-Slay. You said that they commandeered Kanika. He got commandeered twice. Because one by Monifa and Bree, and the second one was by Irene and them. That's what you said. I can play back the live, T-Slay. I can play back that of what you said, T-Slay. So then my question is, if Kanika is either in or in both Irene's live and TY's live, how in the fuck did she get out of Irene's live? How? And if TY's live was filmed at the fucking Marriott, it is no way that you will be able to see a pool outside of the window, because there is a dome around the pool. And I've already shown you on Google's Earth, peoples, we went on the outside of the dome. There's no way that you can see the pool from any room in the tower. So what T-Slay is trying to say is that that little room that's on the terrace was where TY's live was, peoples. But really? But peoples, you got to help me to make this make sense. Why isn't it that there is no decor that matches any bathroom or any room? You don't even see no room in that little video footage of when those gangsters was at the Marriott. You don't see no bathroom, peoples. And even the room is different from the Crown Plaza because it is two different hotels, two different establishments. They're never going to look the same, peoples. And so that's where I got T-Slay, peoples, because the bitch couldn't even explain that. So again, how in the fuck did Kanika get out of Irene's live? Well, Custom Design just said today, peoples, because see, him and T-Slay already agreed with me, because see, they said Kanika was never at the establishment. So if Kanika was never at the establishment, then that clearly says, peoples, that Kanika could have never walked the halls of that establishment, right? If she was never at the Crown Plaza, she couldn't have never walked the halls at the Crown Plaza, right? Which is what the fuck I've been saying all along. She never walked the halls of that establishment. That's what I said. I never said that she wasn't never there. I said she never walked the halls of that establishment. That's exactly what I said. And that's exactly what I meant. So if Kanika, according to T. Slay and Custom Design, never been at the goddamn Crown Plaza, well then, goddamn it, how in the fuck could she walk the halls of that establishment? She can't. Which brings me to my next point, peoples. The goddamn attorneys are already told you it was a depiction of Kanika Jenkins. A depiction, meaning that it was never her. Because every time you look at any girl that played Kanika, or you guys call Kanika, it's always a fuzzy face on there. Well, Custom Design just admitted today that I was right when I said that 6 girls played Kanika. Now, I know many of you don't believe that, and that's okay, because you can believe your narrative, and I'm going to believe mine. And until you can prove to me that it wasn't no 6 girls, I'm always going to believe it was, because I've shown you that it was 6 girls in 6 different outfits, different type of hairstyles and body styles and things. So I'm not going to sit here and argue no point with nobody, peoples, because again, you ain't got to believe me. And to tell you the truth, peoples, I really don't give 2 rats asses. You know, I really don't give 2 rats asses whether you believe me or not, because at the end of the day, peoples, that's what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? So arguing with people who's already have their minds made up is a moot point. You ain't got to believe me. I never asked you to. I just asked you a couple of simple questions. Get Kanika out of Irene's life if you can. None of you ever answered that question. And then 2, tell me how in the fuck could Kanika walk the halls of that establishment in the time frame in which they gave you? None of you can answer that question. Do you understand what I'm saying? So see, until you can answer that question, I don't give a fuck what you think. You can do all of the goddamn research under the sun, but it ain't gonna change my mind. Because at the end of the day, peoples, I've said Kanika Jenkins never walked the halls of that establishment. That's what I said. That's what I meant. When the suckers say that they ain't never been in Edward Joseph live, well, then I just proved to you that they have. Uncle Fed, Customs, and T. Slay. See, when the suckers want to come and the suckers want to say, oh, well, I ain't never been in this life and I ain't never did this, never did that. People's, I got receipts. I keep every goddamn thing. I got a good memory. So whatever you tell me, I will remember it. And then I will go back and I will debunk you with the various narratives that you put out because you said it. You said it. I didn't. And so this is one of the reasons why these YouTubers never would challenge me, because I will use their own goddamn words up against them. All the time, peoples. I do that. Because, see, the thing is, peoples, when you want to challenge me, you better make sure that you got your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Because when I say I'm coming for you, that's exactly what I mean. I'm coming for you. And I'm going to remind you of the bullshit and the nonsense you say. And I'm going to embarrass the fuck out of you big time. And I'm going to repeat it over and over and over again. You can never win up against me, peoples. Because, see, I've always said, The truth stands alone. And it never needs no help. It stands alone, people. It never needs no help. I said that. And then others tend to take that and run with it. Trey Gay takes my narrative and then he puts all types of spins on it and things and stuff. So, like I said before, peoples, you know, I don't argue, I don't fuss, I don't fight, I don't feud no more, unless you want to come into my channel and act all hilarious and nefarious. But at the end of the day, peoples, I've already proven that Natasha Evans, her true real government name, was in my chat with Custom Design, and Custom Design had clearly said that he has a group of people who he's working with. And they thought that they were going to converge upon me and change my narrative. T Slay, Custom Design, Uncle Fed, and then they end up recruiting. What is that guy's name? King Von Silk. Y'all remember when King Von Silk came to my channel and tried to talk his shit and stuff? Yeah, I got all of the videos, peoples. I got everything. I keep everything. I don't forget nothing. And I'm coming for each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you who ever talked about this Kenneka Jenkins case and then start putting out this bullshit and stuff, I'm going to remind you what you said. Show you what you said. Now, if you believe a certain way, well, then come to my live. I give you an opportunity to come speak. Come to my live and speak your shoot your shot. Say what you need to say. Prove yourself if you can. But you can't. You can't. And that's the thing. I know you can't. Because if you can, you will show and you will give a narrative that, you know, everybody probably can agree with, or something to the degree to where a lot of people would agree with you. But you can't. And then some of you, you know, I hear what you say. You say, well, I don't want to bother with this because, you know, I did all this and that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. You know what I say? Just shut the fuck up. You ain't got to bother Edward Joseph while I'm doing what I'm doing. Because if you don't like what I'm doing, that's fine. Just shut the fuck up. If you're not going to come and you're not going to try to give us some information as to what you think, don't bother me on my live. Don't even bother to come. You ain't even got to watch. I don't give a fuck. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. If any of you got enough of Kenneka Jenkins, well, then change the goddamn channel. I don't give a fuck. Because like I said, peoples, I am showing you my goddamn receipts, and I'm showing you these nefarious and hilarious people who came in with this bullshit and nonsense. And I told you that I was going to expose them. They didn't believe me. But now I'm exposing them. I'm exposing them one by one, people. So I'm exposing them. And then this sucker is next on my list right here. Trey Gay, the Thunder Booty. He's next on my list, peoples. Because I'm going to expose him too. I'm going to do every last goddamn YouTuber who sit around here talk about all of these people. I'm going to give them the same goddamn treatment that they're giving everybody else. And they're not going to like it. So you want to cuss about people, you want to dox people, you want to talk about people. I'm going to do you the same way that you're doing all of these people. And then we're going to see what the fuck you say. You thought that you got receipts? Well, you ain't seen nothing of what I got, baby. Because I'm going to fuck all of you guys up. every last one of you. I'm gonna shut your shit down, and I'm gonna shut you up once and fucking for all. And you're not gonna like it. A lot of people came to my channel. A lot of people they tried to shut me down and stuff. Yeah, they was instrumental in taking my channel and things and stuff. But look, I got every last one of those motherfuckers back. Now, what do you got to say about that? Who's laughing now? Suckers. Every last goddamn channel that I ever had on YouTube, I got back. Now, what do you got to say about that? You're a fucking lollipop. I'm going down the line one by one, and I'm going to expose these suckers. Now, everybody had a narrative. Everybody is saying this and that and the other. People's, all I just did is just ask a pointed question. What the fuck happened to Kanika? You got Kelly. You got Kelly that says Kanika got killed at the end of an elevator shaft. You got two mediums that said Kanika was by a pool and got drowned and killed by a pool. You got these suckers that said Kanika was never at the establishment. Well, if Kanika was never at the establishment, whose body was TM and Lenore standing over? Who in the fuck's body was that? And why did they find Kanika's body in the goddamn freezer? And why did they say that Kanika was staggering drunk near the front desk? That's all in the goddamn case files. So how could T. Slay, Cousin Lasagna, and Uncle Fat tell me that Kanika never was at the Crown Plaza when in the goddamn case files it said she was there? It never said that she was in the video footage, but it did state that she was there. That's what it said. And that's what her friend said. That's what everybody said. So help me to make that make sense, peoples. So what the fuck do T. Slay, Uncle Fed, and Custom know? Oh, those motherfuckers know a lot. They know a lot because they in to what all of these other goddamn YouTubers who were spreading all of this false, fake, fictitious, hilarious, and nefarious bullshit. And see, I'm calling them out to the carpet for all of that nefarious madness that they've been speaking. See, they thought that they were going to converge upon me and try to shut me down and try to get me to start thinking the way that they are and stuff. But see, they came up against a force. I'm a force, peoples. I'm a force to be reckoned with. These motherfuckers couldn't woo me over with that bullshit that they were saying. None of them can. I fought every last one of them. Casey Cloy, O'Berry, Sanchez Medina, Hell of a Dick, Nia Conley, Trey Gay, 54 Keys, Boss Man and Hair Lost Man, John Queer Q. Where in the fuck is the ground table? All of these suckers had sat around here and talked about this shit forever and a day. But did they get anywhere, peoples? No, they didn't. See, be careful what the fuck you say. Be careful. Be careful when you think that you're going to come after Edward Joseph and you think that you're going to bring me down in any way, shape, form, or another. See, peoples, I'm smart. I never go to battle unprepared. I've always studied my opponent. And then I'm always coming with both guns blazing, shooting my shot. So you think that you're going to defame me in any way, shape, form, or another? Bring that shit on. Casey Chloe O'Vera Sanchez Medina tried to do it. And you know what I did? I just spent that shit around, put that shit back up on her. Motherfucker. Now, bitch, what you got to say now? That bitch ain't got nothing to say now. She ain't got nothing to say now. Hello, Mildred Wilkins. How are you, ma'am? It is a blessing to see you tonight. Mildred Wilkins says, hello, everyone. Have a blessed night. Hello, Little Bo Peep. How are you, ma'am? It is a blessing to see you tonight. Little Bo Peep had said, this will never be answered. The real person was long gone days before the other girls. And that's what I've been saying forever and a day. The real Kanika has been gone well before the so-called reenactment. And they told you it was a reenactment. They told you that. The establishment told you that. The police told you that. They told you it was a depiction of her. They never told you she was on any of that video footage whatsoever. So what the fuck are you guys talking about? They told you that. I didn't tell you. They did. You guys don't listen to you. All right, people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh.
She said she grew up 3 minutes from Rosemont.
If you give a little more,
God damn, they got me fucked up.
if you try,
She told me how she died, or that she doesn't know the who or the why,
if you're the kind
but
who takes the time to help a
the hotel fucked
stranger in
up.
the rain.
Everybody kept saying, oh, the hotel moved her, and I kept saying, why would they do that? That would be fucking up so big time. They fucked up big time. They found her, they freaked out, and they moved her, and they threw her in the freezer to try to make it look like an accident. And I got this information in exchange that I'll do the fucking interview with them. So you can't say nothing yet.
I didn't say that, peoples. She did. She said that the hotel fucked her up. That came from her lips. She said that they told her how she died. You guys remember when TM had said he was left at a party at this hotel. Well, you heard what she said. She told me how he died. Let's listen in, peoples. You heard what she said.
She said she grew up 3 minutes from Rosemont.
If you give a little more,
God damn, they got me fucked up.
if you try,
She told me how she died, or that she doesn't know the who or the why.
She told her how she died, and she knew that she fucked up right there when she said she told her how she died. And then she goes on to say, well, she doesn't know who, the what, or the why. But yet, she's going to do an interview, and she didn't want the people to say anything. So, that just lets you know, people, it's right there. And she even admitted that on national TV, on YouTube. And I got that. Came from her own voice. You can't change that, people. That's what she said. And I'm only going by what she said. She said that the hotel fucked her up. Well, that's the question. I don't know. I don't know. But she was in every goddamn person's life trying to spread this bullshit and nonsense. She did that. I didn't do that. She did that. So when she wants to come, peoples, and tell you, well, then there it is right there, peoples. There it is right there. There you have it right there. She told you. She said that she found out how she died. She figured out, shit, I just messed up. So let me go ahead and and try to say something. And then she goes to the end and said, well, I'm supposed to be doing an interview, so you can't say nothing. Well, what the fuck is she doing the interview for? What the fuck did they need to do an interview with her for? Let's listen in, peoples.
But the hotel fucked up. Everybody kept saying, oh, the hotel moved her. And I kept saying, why? Why would they do that? That would be fucking up so big time. They fucked up big time. They found her, they freaked out, and they moved her and they threw her in the freezer to try to make it look like an accident. And I got this information in exchange that I'll do the fucking interview with them. So you can't say nothing yet.
She's got this information in exchange that she will do a fucking interview with them. So you cannot say nothing yet. The girl who's all the time say, I am fact in betrayal, truth in betrayal, or whatever, loyalty and betrayal. She, just like Custom Design, just like T Slay, is saying that she is the truth bearer. She's the truth bearer. Now, all she does is just tell the truth. No matter what, at no cost, at whatever cost, she just tells the truth. So they told her in exchange that she does an interview. Just like France Combe had written a letter to Trey Gay. So Trey Gay can go ahead and solve the case. People, do you understand? And do you see the clout chasers here? And so they want to sit around and they are the truth bearers and the truth tellers. But what the fuck do they know? And then they want to go around and tell everybody, nah, you guys are lying, but we got the truth. So if we was to take Casey Cloyd Overa Sanchez Medina by her word, and she was supposed to be the truth bearer, well, then what she said? She said the hotel fucked her up. And she got that information in exchange that she would do an interview. Why would they want to do an interview with Casey Cloyd Overa Sanchez Medina and give her some information to when they could have gave it to the feds or the police or somebody who could have made a difference in this case other than Trey Gay and Casey Cloyd Overa Sanchez Medina, T Slay, Custom Design, because all of these suckers had sat up here and said that they're the truth tellers. They're the truth tellers. So if they're the truth tellers, peoples, well then, do you guys believe their ass? Do you? How many of you stupid ass people would sit up here and believe their ass? How many? Raise your fucking hand. Put a 1 in the goddamn chat if you believe their ass. God damn it, you guys are smart because I don't see no one. Little Bo Peep said this woman isn't the only one who knew things beforehand. Maybe look at Jess 33. He knew about what was going on with this case 2 years ahead. What the fuck does Jess 33 Kings know about this case 2 years ahead? I mean, is he just like Paranormal Kitty? The one who has the teddy bear and wringing out and giving Kanika Jenkins a blanket? I mean, come on, people. You guys actually sit around here believe this bullshit and madness these people say? What the fuck do they know? Really? What the fuck do they know? And if they had all of this goddamn information like they proclaim, why the fuck did they solve the case? Why aren't they fighting for justice for Kanika? Why aren't they fighting TM? Why did they never go against her? And all of the lies that she told. He knew that was going to happen with the ending and payment. So what the fuck did Just 33 Kings production know? Because in my eyes, the sucker is a sucker. He's a lollipop. He's just like he's just like Trey Gay. So you could believe Just 33 King Productions or whatever the fuck his name is. I didn't believe the sucker. I mean, anybody could have predicted that. People's, I don't put my faith in men, and I don't look at men to try to give me some goddamn answers. You say, I have my wife send you when I see her tomorrow. We had to leave. I don't want to put words in others' mouth. Okay. But in my eyes, just King Productions 33 ain't shit. Because the sucker in my eyes, you know, what could he tell me about the goddamn case? Because all I seen was just clout chasers. Him, Trey Gay, Custom Designs, and T Slay. And then many others. So, you know, people's what I say is simply this. If the people can tell you exactly what happened to Kanika Jenkins, then I want you to ask them one simple question. Why in the fuck did they didn't take this to the authorities and press them to go ahead and have this case reopened? Why? I mean, they got so much goddamn proof. Why didn't they do it? Why wouldn't they be an advocate just like that guy what's his name? The advocate. I can't think of his name right now. That black guy. You guys know who I'm talking about, but I can't think of his name. But why didn't they do it like he did? So that's what it is, people. You know, it is what it is. Everybody's going to have a narrative. Everybody's got something to say about this case. Everybody's going to believe something, and that's fine. You believe what you believe. You believe what you believe. Stand 10 toes down with what you believe. That's fine. I'm never going to say don't believe it, because if you feel strongly about what you believe in, then that's fine. Believe it. Believe it. You know, nobody's going to browbeat you for what you believe, peoples. I'm certainly not going to browbeat you for what you believe. Believe what you believe. That's fine. But as far as these suckers is concerned, I told you what I was going to do, and that's exactly what I did. I exposed all of them. Trey Gay, T Slay, Custom Designs, and Uncle Fed. And I showed you my proof, because I ain't never known these suckers before I even came to YouTube. Because I've been on Facebook for years before I came to YouTube. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. Four years, peoples. 4 years before I even came to YouTube. I've been talking about the Kenneka Jenkins case on Facebook. 4 years, I ain't never even known these suckers. And then now all of a sudden everybody start converging on me when I come to YouTube. There's the receipts right there, peoples. You heard her voice. You saw that she was with Customs because she was on the phone with him. And then you saw her name. So when T. Slay, Natasha Evans, wants to say that she ain't never came to Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live, the bitch is lying because she came under her government name. And then she changed it to T. Slay. But she was Sabrina Thomas before that. So there's my receipts right there, people. So I told you what I was going to do. And I told her I was going to call her ass out. She didn't believe me. She forgot what she did. So you can't fuck with me, people. You can't tell me shit and then turn around and then trying to change that shit. I got a memory like a goddamn elephant. I never forget. And now I just blasted her ass tonight for the nefarious bullshit that she's been saying. Her, Customs, and Uncle Fed, because they all had an agenda, just like Casey Chloe Overa Sanchez Mendina. And that bitch ain't saying nothing else. All right, peoples. That's it. That's all. I got to get out of here. I got to go write a paper tonight. That's my receipt. I'm going to come beforehand with some more earlier videos and things. I'm going to come with some after videos. I'm going to merge them together. I'm going to make some shorts so you guys can see what they said beforehand and what they're saying now. Because what they're saying now ain't what they were saying beforehand. And how their narratives keeps changing over and over and over and over and over again. And how they are trying to woo you people. Don't let them woo you peoples. Don't let them fool you peoples. And then use common sense, peoples. That's all you got to do. Just use common sense. That's all. God gave you a brain. God gave you common sense. Use it. For the sake of God, use it, peoples. And stop sitting here following these stupid ass people with these hilarious and nefarious narratives. That's why I keep telling you, you don't have to believe me. All I just want you to do is listen to what I say and then go back and do your own research. And when you do your own research, peoples, come back to me and then let's have a conversation. And let's go ahead and let's compare that of what your findings is to that of what my findings is. And then let's have a conversation. We don't have to argue. We don't have to fuss and fight and feud peoples. All I want to do is have a conversation with you so I can get a greater understanding as to where you stand. That's all. That's all. But if you don't want to have the conversation, that's fine. Just don't come into my live and interrupt my live. If you don't ever want to say nothing, just sit your ass down, be quiet, and just watch. That's all. And then I won't say nothing to you. You don't say nothing to me. Don't start no stuff. It will never be no stuff. It's not the right peoples. That's all I say, peoples. So the whole purpose of this live tonight was to show you guys unequivocally and undeniably that these suckers has been lying all of this time. Now I busted their ass. And I called T. Slay out to the carpet, Natasha Evans, for the nefarious bullshit that she's been saying forever and a day. Custom Design and Uncle Fed. And I ain't finished. Because the next sucker I'm going to expose is that sucker right there. Trey Gay, the Thunder Booty, the Ninja Turtle. Is that all right, peoples? All right, so peoples, I hope I had said something to encourage your hearts upon tonight. Tune in again next time to Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live, Edward Joseph Kitchen, Edward Joseph Gospel Hour, Edward Joseph's Blessings Giveaway 2025 will come to you with something wonderful. I love you with the love of Christ, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peoples, mask up and be safe. And again, peoples, be careful what you say about people. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful what you try to do to people, because the same shit that you try to do to others will be the same shit that will come back to you. And I guarantee you, peoples, karma is a bitch, because it will hit you 10 times harder than that of what you tried to do to others. And see, peoples, I never go out my way to try to purposely do something. But when you want to try to call me to the carpet and try to bring me down in any way, shape, form, or another, just know that as soon as you open up your mouth on me, I'm coming for you. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.